So, an unpopular point of view, okay, if you want to really step into your sovereignty, you're not going to find it in human design, astrology, tarot, dogma. It doesn't work. And I think you know this, okay? You're at a point where you've tried all this, you've applied all this, and you're still thinking, what the fuck is going on? So, yeah, I know because I've been there, and it's about getting raw and real. So there's no BS when you work with me, because it's not about buying into old identities and stories. And every time you look outside of yourself and go for a tarot reading and all that, in my opinion, it is keeping you stuck in that old validation from outside yourself, okay? And so, I know I've been there. I would go home and think, oh yeah, that's cool. And nothing would change, or I'd be disappointed because, things didn't show up as I'd been expecting them to. And also because they weren't my ideas, okay? They were someone else's interpretation of what was going on. And I'm not saying you can't gain knowledge from this, but there's enough information out there. And I think we're seeing that this is not helping people, okay? I know people are going to AI for therapy, and I've asked questions because I wanted to see what it would say, and it regurgitates information, okay? Information does not get you there. Experience does. And you do that by really getting to know yourself and being honest with yourself. That's what I had to do, and that's why no BS. You have to call yourself out on your BS. Unless you want to stay where you are. I mean, it's all fine, A sovereign being is whole unto themselves. They know that they are God also, and they come from that place of mastery. Now, does this mean we never, have a bad day or things like that? Absolutely not. However, I know for myself, I just don't put up with drama and, energy feeding and things like that. And so this can lead to a form of feeling an outsider. And if you're like me, you've probably felt like that most of your life, okay? So perhaps initially you wanted to fit in. Well, it didn't work for me because I did not come to fit in. And once I really was able to acknowledge that within myself and honor myself and set out from that place, things started to change. And yeah, that doesn't mean I don't have moments where, I wish I had more friends, or, that, someone didn't cut me off on the road. But I'm not reactive anymore. I'm responsive. And that's the big difference, because I know who I am more than I did. I'm learning every day, and I must say, the more I uncover, I really like who I am. And if I don't judge myself for that, So it's not about fitting in. So, it's also about acknowledging how far I've come, what I've achieved, and not looking for validation outside myself. And at this point in, the planet's revolution, us as a human race, mass consciousness, this is extremely challenging. It's challenging because I think we're feeling the pull of, what's going on there. We're feeling the pull of, the lack of consistency, the power play. And, if you're awake and you're looking for solution, the solution is your solution. Okay, that's what sovereignty is. It's about really living your soulful life and not spiritual. This is practical. For me, it's practical. I want to be happy. I choose to be happy. I choose to be healthy. I choose to be wealthy and enjoy my life. And for that, I've had to let go of a lot of things, you know, and having alone time has actually proven wonderful. It's been my cross to bear until I let it go, but it's also been the place where I've really sat with myself and started to get to know me, understand whose programming was playing out, you know. We're all influenced to some extent, being on the earth plane, by other people, society, because that's part of the contract that we came for. However, I no longer go have tarot readings because the amount of times where I didn't even ask and they told me, you're going to meet the love of your life. And I thought it was someone else. The love of my life is me. And that's changed everything, you know, and I'm really at peace with that and getting embodied in that more and more. So soulmates, twin flames, all things like that, that's not what I came for this time. I think there could be times where, you know, you might have incarnated and you came to experience that. Well, enjoy. It's not for me. I realized that I am my twin flame. The twin flame is the masculine and feminine harmonizing within myself and then coming from that point of view. I also think we look outside ourselves because we're looking for validation, and you will find validation. ChatGPT will validate everything you say. Sometimes I even say to it, that's a load of BS, and, you know, give me something more, and it validates, yes, you're right, I gave you BS. Okay, so which is really nice of it, but it just shows that it does not have the capacity which we as humans have to actually reflect on things and to grasp the nuances of things. And so, yes, up to a certain point, it's great if you just data collecting, but that's not going to bring you sovereignty. I think especially at this point in, you know, our human evolution, we are being called to step up and step into our sovereignty. And I think this is also why a lot of us are facing solitude, isolation, feeling left out, having friends fall away, having, you know, businesses just not work anymore, and really this desire to step into something new. So, yeah. So if this is you, it resonates with you, and you'd like to step into my world, and, you know, you're ready to shift into your new identity and really start tapping into your wisdom in a practical way, then Unshakable 2.0 is for you. This is my 3-month program, one-on-one, you, me, and we'll get to the bottom of you and refine whatever, you know, needs to be released fully, and, you know, set you up on a new timeline. Thanks for listening. I'm Trilby Johnson. Bye.